Welcome back to the Casual Puzzler, or welcome to those who are new. Today we are doing the monthly roundup for June. These are the 11 puzzles that I did this past month. It was 7,400 pieces, and I should have videos or photos of all these puzzles, so I'll make sure to put them on the screen and I'll link them down below if you are wanting to check them out. I did a variety of piece counts, so I'm going to put them largest to smallest like I did last month, and I'll leave timestamps down below so you guys can skip ahead if you need to. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Emily. I make YouTube videos about puzzles. I also have an Instagram, which I'd love for you to check out, and I would love if you subscribed and join our little family. And we're just going to get into this with the video. The largest piece count this month was a 1,500 piece by Buffalo Games. This one is called Moon Cycle. I think it's still available on their website, but it also may be under a few different names. I think I've seen it in like all different piece counts, but also always named something different. So if I can find it, I'll leave it down below. But this one here was in my to-do list for years. Like, it was the longest running in my to-do pile, and it just looked really hard to me, just because it's galaxy and it's bigger and there's a lot of mountains and it's dark, so I just thought it was going to be really challenging. However, one of you gave me a little bit of inspiration because you said it was actually one of the easier 1,500 pieces that you've done, and I have to agree. If you had just shown me the pieces without telling me the piece count, I would have thought it was a 1,000-piece puzzle. It was pretty easy, just because you have this gradient rainbow, you have the moons, and I feel like it's a good puzzle that's in layers. As you can see, it's in layers, so you have like this darker layer down here, followed by this cloud layer, then more mountains, then the galaxy, then the moon. So it's like you were really never stuck, and I feel like I flew through this. And with it being a 1,500 piece, I thought it was going to sit on my table for days or weeks, but it didn't. It only took me maybe 2 days to do, and that's mostly because I wanted to watch a TV show with Dave. It was in my 4 ways I'm trying to hang up a puzzle type video, and I used the tape and it's working well. It's been up there for a while now, and I really enjoyed this one a lot. I only did 2 1,000-piece puzzles this month. The first one is Bees and Honey by Cabana & Co. I did a whole video on this, so I'll make sure to link that down below, but this one also was on my to-do list for a very long time. Finally did it, and it was fun. It has nice matte pieces. It has a paper backing, mostly 2s as far as the piece shape, but they do have a few other extra shapes in there, but I feel like 90% of the puzzles is 2s, but I was never stuck. It was pretty easy, and I really did enjoy this one a lot. But if you want to see more of an in-depth review, go ahead and check out that video down below. But I liked it. Of course, the tube packaging, it's hit or miss with a lot of people. I like the way that it looks there, but I couldn't get a ton of them because I wouldn't have the space for them. So, and I could see me buying maybe a couple more if it was like on sale somewhere, or if I got it like thrifted, I'd be super excited, but I don't think I'd buy a ton new, just because I think that the quality and the price point just don't match up for me. So that is my thought on that brand. Next we have this one, which I recently showed you in my Amazon Made Me Buy It video. This one is odd pieces, and it's called Beyond the Kelp. We don't have a huge variety of puzzles. I want to say they only have like 3 available. They have easy, medium, hard. This is the hard one, and it is a mystery puzzle. I go into way more in-depth detail in that video, but my biggest things that I can take away is that the piece quality, fantastic. I love the concept. I love the different comic books that come in it. I love the seek and found element to it. However, I did have 2 extra edge pieces, and I was missing 2 interior pieces, which to me is a huge deal, because that means not only me, but someone else is also missing pieces. And for that, I'm very hesitant to buy more from them. Moving on to my 500s, I did have a couple that were from the Missing Piece Puzzle Exchange subscription that I was doing. This is from a video a while back, and I continued the subscription up until now, just because right now I feel like I have a ton of options for thrifting, and I don't think I need to rent puzzles. But I did enjoy it while I had it, because it was a great way for me to do smaller piece counts without having to purchase them. And I feel like I fly through the 500 and 300 piece puzzles, which is fun for like Instagram and to showcase like different puzzles and images, but it can get pricey buying them new. So I was renting them, but now that I have so many thrift stores at my disposal, I have a lot of options to buy pretty cheap, inexpensive smaller piece count. So that's my plan going forward. Just wanted to give you that update. But there were 2 500 pieces that I did from them and 1 300 piece. I don't have them in my collection because I rented them and sent them back, but I should have images. One that I did from them was from Springbok, and it was called Colorful Bloom. The issue I had with this one was that the image that they gave me was not the puzzle. It was close, but not quite. I feel like the butterflies were all in different places. Some of the flowers were mixed up. So it was a very interesting, almost like a mystery puzzle, or something like a puzzle twist type puzzle, where it's close but not quite right. I did enjoy the coloring. It was a circular puzzle, really fun, really bright, really thick chunky pieces, and I love Whimsy cuts from Springbok, so I really enjoyed this one, and I don't think I would buy it, but I could definitely consider buying maybe some from the similar line if they were available. The second one that I did from them was a 500 piece from Buffalo Games, and that one was called Oh, the Places You'll Go, which has been on my wish list for ages. I think it may also be called Wanderlust, or something similar is called Wanderlust, but I love the coloring of this one. It's a nice collage puzzle, very easy. It took me maybe an hour and a half to do one evening. That was one of the reasons why I decided to stop the puzzle subscription, because Buffalo Games is a relatively inexpensive brand, and I probably could have either found it used or cheap, you know, on sale somewhere, versus the price that I paid per puzzle from the subscription. But I liked that I did it. It was on my wish list for ages. I don't see me ever redoing it in the future, so it was fun to get like that itch out of the way to do the puzzle that I've really wanted to do for a long time. And it did remind me a lot of the travels that we've gone on, so it was just a fun one. I love the coloring, love the fit, and yeah, have no complaints on that one. Moving on to the 500 piece ones that I still have, I have this one here, which is a brand I've never done before. It's called Willow Creek Press. What is interesting about their branding is that you have no idea what brand this is when you look at the box. So I have a feeling it was just like they just bought like a generic puzzle and said, oh, it's from us. The image is almost identical to a puzzle I did from Truffle a long time ago, but that was, I think, 2 dozen donuts. This one is just a dozen. This one is only 500 pieces, and I did really enjoy this one. Pieces kind of reminded me of a Buffalo Games puzzle, where somewhat thinner but has a slight shine to it. I did it late one night, did not take me long at all, but I did enjoy this one. Was a bit crumbly. I do remember that it was a bit crumbly, and I was really nervous at the end because I was missing a piece. Of course, I did find it underneath my puzzle table in the morning. I did enjoy the puzzle, but I just don't see me purchasing many more from them. I just think it's weird that there's no branding on the box. I feel like it's just like a generic puzzle that I could have gotten either cheaper or just have purchased a higher quality puzzle for the same price point. So that's my thinking on them so far. Let me know if you've tried them. Are they all like that? Do they not have branding on any of their stuff? I'm very interested. Let me know. Next we have this one by Springbok. I loved it. Apparently this image was from a competition once upon a time, and I ended up getting it at a thrift store. It was missing one piece, but honestly, I loved it. I loved it so much. This is called Pencil Pushers, and just look at the colors. It's just so happy. It reminds me of the Ravensburger one that's called Floral Reflections, which is a similar concept where you have like the image on top, but then it's like this crazy water pattern down the bottom. It was so much fun. I loved the colors. I love, again, the whimsy cuts, the thick pieces. And even though it was missing a piece, I still think it was worth the, I think I paid like $2.99 for this. And I really enjoyed this one a lot. Like, I don't know if I'd seek out to buy it, but if I found it in a thrift store and it had all the pieces, I'd consider getting it, because I could see me redoing this one in the future, or at least something very similar. Like, I feel, apparently I like, there's, I think, one that they have that's crayons on top and then like waves at the bottom. I just like the concept. I love the colors, and this one was such a fun time. I also did this one by Ravensburger, which I also got thrifted for such a good deal. This was $2.99 that I got at Goodwill. It's called Cozy Cabanas, and honestly, I was about to purchase this one new at a close puzzle shop near me, and I think new was like $22.99 or $24.99, and I got it for $2.99 at the thrift store. So it was such a good deal, and it had all the pieces. Such thick and chunky 500 piece ones. I love their large piece format. It's just so satisfying putting in the puzzle pieces. Coloring was beautiful. I feel like recently I've noticed that sometimes the image on the box of a Ravensburger is brighter than the pieces, but this one I had no issues with. I love the coloring of this one. It also looks like a great vacation, and it was such a good puzzle. I loved it, and I really want to get more from this Cozy line. I know they have one that's called like Bath Time or Bathroom, where they're like sitting in a tub and they have like a glass of wine with a book, and then it's just like a fun, anyways. I've been liking this line. And then the final 500 piece one, and then I do have some smaller piece counts that we'll go over, but is this one by Stellar Factory, and it's their pizza puzzle, and specifically their meat lovers. I also talk about this in my Amazon Made Me Buy It video, which I again will link down below. Loved making that video. I put so much effort into it. This puzzle was okay. I would probably give it 3 stars for a rating. Very, very crumbly pieces. Coloring on the puzzles, not the best, but it was fun, and there's also some, so you can find elements to it and some other quirks with it. So it was fun. I just don't think I would purchase another one from them. They're $20, and I feel like you can get a Buffalo Games for a way better quality for a lot less. So it was fun. It's cool. It's gimmicky. It'd be really fun for like a puzzle party. But other than that, I just don't see me buying anything else from them. They only have pizza puzzles right now. They have meat lovers, pepperoni, and then veggie supreme. So it's like once you've done one, you don't need to do more, but they're fun. It was fun. It was gimmicky. It was fun. Moving on to my 300 pieces, I do have one that was from the puzzle subscription, which was by Ravensburger, and it was called Meet Me at the Beach. Such a classic, fun image, and I really loved it a lot. Love, again, the 300 piece chunky pieces that just remind me like I'm like 7 years old putting in these giant pieces. It was so much fun. Love the coloring of that one. Once I did that one, I was kind of still in the mood of like doing smaller piece counts, and I just loved that experience so much that I pulled out my other 300 piece Ravensburger, and this one is called Santoroni Sunset. I love this one so much. It's bright, it's colorful, again, chunky pieces, very classic image, really good quality, and I just redid this one again. It was just a fun time, and I could see me getting a couple more 300 piece ones just for those evenings where I'm just watching a TV show. I really don't want to pull out a 500 piece. Maybe it's too late in the evening. Like I maybe should not have done Craving Donuts starting at like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the evening, because I can't stop the puzzle. Like I can't stop doing the puzzle once I've started. So starting this one at 10 o'clock in the evening isn't as dangerous as starting a 500 piece one. So that's my thinking, is maybe I'll get a couple more 300 pieces to like rotate, because they're fun. They really don't take a lot of brain power, and it's just very casual, chill, and I really like them a lot. And then finally, I did do a smaller 250 piece wooden puzzle, which I keep losing. I feel like I've put it in so many different places. It may be upstairs at this point, but I couldn't find it today. But it is the wooden puzzle that I did for our camping trip. I did it when we were right next to a campfire in the middle of the woods. Super fun, really fun image. And it was interesting because I actually did the puzzle before we even saw the mountain. And it just, at least I got to see the mountain in puzzle format. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If I can find any of these puzzles online, I'll link them down below. Please note that any Amazon links are affiliate links, so I do make a tiny small bit of commission when you use those. But other than that, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, because I do have so many puzzles and videos planned, and make sure to check out my Instagram because I am always more active over there. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.